I am with Brayden.
Hello.
So Brayden, how old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
11? Now, what grade does that make you?
5th.
5th grade. 5th grade is awesome, I think. Only because it's usually the oldest grade in elementary school, then you kind of get to be like the big kid at school. But anyway, today we're going to be doing one of our videos that's in our series that we call I Can Draw That, where we will teach you how to draw something pretty simple and we will use very little supplies. Today, all we're going to need to use to make this drawing is
A Sharpie.
a Sharpie and
a white piece of paper.
white paper and some colored pencils. Or you could even use some markers if you don't have any colored pencils. But today's project is chosen by Brayden. And you know, Halloween is just around the corner. So you chose something a little bit affiliated with Halloween. So what did you choose?
I chose Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Awesome, I love Jack Skellington.
Me too.
So we're going to teach you how to draw Jack Skellington. And if you didn't know, Jack Skellington was created by the artist named
Tim Burton.
And Tim Burton is mostly known as a film director and creator of lots of great movies and lots of great characters.
Yes.
What are some of the movies you like?
I like Frankenweenie and the 2005 remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh, the modern one with like Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka?
Yes.
My favorite Tim Burton movie with Johnny Depp was probably Edward Scissorhands. Love that movie. He also did Coraline, Beetlejuice, and I think he did Alice in Wonderland.
I think.
Yeah, but anyway, he's really creative and he started as an illustrator. So just like you at home, drawing, he drew as a kid, and when he was in high school, he kept drawing, and then he got into, I think he worked for Disney first, and then he just started creating so much stuff on his own and got into the movie business, and now he's done so many great, memorable movies. Mm-hmm. So we are gonna start drawing. All you're gonna need to start is that Sharpie. So let's do it. The first step will be making a circle about as big as you can in the top of the paper. Awesome. Next, what you're gonna do are the eyes. And the eyes are 2 black circles. It reminds me of 2 Oreo cookies. So I want you to make them about the size of an Oreo cookie. And I want you to fill them in black, or you can cross-hatch them. What's cross-hatching? It's kind of where you make a whole bunch of lines one direction, and then you make lines the opposite direction. Okay, next, thank you. Next, what we're going to do are the nostrils. And before we do the nostrils, I'd just like to mention that this project is symmetrical. Kind of like with a human body. Everything on the left matches everything on the right. But maybe opposite, like you don't have thumbs on each side. So it's matching. So we're going down the middle, and the next thing below the eyes are the nostrils. And the nostrils are in the shape of what I call a watermelon seed. So it's like a loop with a point on top, and I put that there, and they're actually the same color as a watermelon seed, black. So fill them in. Next, we're going to be doing the mouth. And remember, in this video, if we get going a little too fast, you can pause at any time. That's the beauty of drawing at home and having it on YouTube. So make sure that you push that pause button anytime you need to catch up. Now, we're gonna start at the side of the face. We're gonna curve down, just like the shape of the face, except when we get down pretty low, we're gonna go kind of straight across and curve back up. Awesome. Next, we're gonna add the stitches, because Jack has stitches across his mouth. Brayden, let me see that a little better. You are going right across that line, and that is the best and easiest way to do it. If you'd like to try a more advanced option, you can just do above the line, and then after you're done with going above the line, you can go below the line at a slight different angle. Now, by doing that, it looks a little bit more like stitches, or like on a baseball, the stitches, the little red stitches, a little bit like that, where they kind of angle. So now we've got eyes, nose, mouth. So we've got, like I said before, the Oreo, the watermelon, and now the baseball stitches. So next we're moving on to the neck, and that of course reminds me of another shape. So that shape that it reminds me of is a golf tee. kind of like when you set your ball on that little wooden pick. So the golf tee is bigger on the top and it narrows to a point at the bottom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our neck in and we're gonna make sure it starts out wide and it gets narrower as we go down. At the bottom of that, and keep those lines open, we are gonna put an oval, like an egg sideways.
Oval.
Now this represents the beginning of his bow tie, and his bow tie is actually an animal. What animal?
A bat.
A bat, because hey, Halloween, he's from Halloween Town. He's all Halloween, right? So now we are going to turn this into a bat. The next step is the ears. So the top of the oval to the right of the T, and which is the neck. You're gonna put that point. And then we're going to do the bat's eyes. The bat's eyes are a little bit like the watermelon seed, but pointed down. If you want to do that, or you can just make 2 ovals because it will still look awesome. Okay, if you want to do an advanced option, you can add fangs. So the fangs, I like to put a line really close to the eyes and then add 2 pointed triangles pointing downward like that.
Or you could just keep it plain.
Yep, you remember, these are options. So once I get that, I'm just gonna fill in everything on my bat except the eyes, and if I made fangs, keeping those white too. Okay, and next, we are going to do the bat's wings. So to do the bat's wings, that looks like a winking bat. I love it. So you can do a winking bat, or you could make both of them smaller, because once you're using a Sharpie, you can't erase. You can't make anything bigger.
Yeah.
So here we go. Now we're gonna make the bat wings go out to the side with 1 horizontal line going almost to the edge of the paper. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side because we are practicing symmetry. Okay, and now we're gonna have 2 more lines on each bat wing. We're gonna start at the same point as the last one, but we're gonna go up. And we're not gonna go all the way to the end of the paper. And then we're gonna go to the next one. Aim to the bottom corner of your paper.
Bat wings.
So I've got 3 lines going out of the side of the bat. Now I'm gonna take those lines and I'm gonna start on the right with the top one. And now what I'm doing is I'm gonna curve in and come back out to the second line. Then I'm gonna go from the second to third line by curving in and coming back out. Nice. Same thing, other side. Awesome. Now you can make your bat wings completely black, or you can pinstripe them. Well, that's because Jack wears a pinstripe suit. So I'm gonna give him the pinstriped wings by doubling up all of the long straight lines. So doubling them, I'm gonna stay right next to the line, except I'm gonna, keep it parallel so it never touches, and I'm gonna keep it really close. So I did that to both sides. Now I want more stripes, so I'm just gonna add 1 set of double lines in between the 3 sets that I already have. So I'm doubling this, and I'm doubling right there. Go to the other wing, double line, and a double line. Okay, the spaces that are in between the double lines get filled in black. Oh my gosh, love it. So, I am done now with the Sharpie. Looking good. Now I'm gonna set that down and I'm gonna do just a little bit of shading. I'm gonna find a black colored pencil and I'm gonna go to the side of his face, and I'm gonna slightly shade it in and make it look like a shadow.
Shade, shade, shade.
And then I'm gonna go under each eye and give it a little shadow. To the side of the neck, little shadow and little shadow. Wanna borrow that? Okay, so I'm just adding it, making it look a little more 3D and not so flat. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose a color for my bat's eyes, because I want it to look like my bat's got glowing eyes. I'm gonna choose orange, and I'm going to fill in the eyes. It looks kind of bright, but kind of warm. Ready?
Yes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So these are our Jack Skellington drawings, and hopefully you were able to follow along easily at home. If you did and you finished one that you're really excited about, please snap a photo of it, post it on Instagram, and tag it with Art Classes for Kids so we can see how yours turned out. And what should they do if they want to see more of our videos?
Also, smash that like button, hit that subscriber button, and ring that notification bell so you can get all of the videos when it's uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah, and we have drawing videos. We've also got artist interviews. We have sculptures that we can teach you to make at home, and you can learn a lot about famous artists.
Yes.
So I hope you join us again and keep making
Cool art.